So yeah, you're getting another one of these space videos. I just moved out of my apartment back home for the summer because the semester ended, and I wasn't even sure I was going to post anything today, but we actually got some really interesting pictures and just all around some cool stuff from Bethesda about none other than Creation Club. I wanted to cover that because it did actually look really cool, but I don't have time to go play a game and edit a video that way, so I'm just doing a face cam. If you hate this, I'm sorry, but you could deal with it for this one video or just listen to me and I'll be showing you some cool images so you're not going to see my face the whole time anyway. Either way, as I just mentioned, yeah, Bethesda actually posted on the Bethesda community forums, which is at Bethesda.net, a bunch of images of upcoming things that are going to be releasing on Creation Club. And honestly, it looked pretty freaking cool. The three things we actually got pictures of are some new Pip-Boy paint jobs, which whatever, who cares? I use the Pip head anyway, so I'm not a good person to actually talk about those types of things. But in addition, we got three things that actually look really freaking cool. And obviously, Creation Club releases have been pretty sparse recently. It seems like for a while they were just coming out monthly, but recently the gaps between each iteration have been over a month. Either way, those three things are the anti-material R, the Nuka-Cola Collector Workshop, which is weird. There's no pack of it. It's just Nuka-Cola Collector Workshop. And then finally, Captain Cosmos, which by far is the most promising, or just looks the best out of all of these. So there's one image of these new Pip-Boy paint jobs. If you're interested, hey, there they are. I typically don't even cover these in my videos or other coverage of Creation Club because I'm just not a fan of them. I don't like the way they look, and I just think they're fairly boring. Then we also got the Anti-Material R, and this is one I really love. This is a ton of fun to use in Fallout New Vegas. Of course, we've actually had a mod that adds this back into Fallout 4, as well as there's actually another one that was a work in progress by Fallout 4 New Vegas, but the images of this one actually look really freaking interesting. In the image set, it interestingly also has an astoundingly awesome Tales magazine. This is interesting because if you've been following Fallout 4 modding recently, you'll know that a lot of mods are actually implementing this system where you have to find magazines to get access to a paint job or a certain attachment for that mod itself. Is Bethesda going that route with Creation Club, or is it just going to be a magazine that gives you maybe a bonus 15 to shooting or something? Even if it's just something minor, I like that little extra added effort. From the different screenshots, it looks like there are going to be your standard attachments, different scopes, different barrel lengths, and of course a suppressor on there also. And it looks cool. It doesn't look amazing, it doesn't look like it's going to be groundbreaking, but this is an enjoyable one, and I'm, fairly okay with getting it back in the game for the right price. Fortunately though, it looks like this is going to be one of those videos that gets progressively more interesting. The description of Nuka-Cola Collector Workshop is quench your thirst for interior design. Complete this pack's quest and unlock an all-new house and a full collection of Nuka-Cola themed workshop items. The interesting part there being the house. I mean, obviously we've gotten workshop packs in the past, but a new house is interesting. That means a new location. What I think this might actually be is a new mod by Eleonora. She obviously has done some workshop packs in the past, but in addition, she does make a lot of house mods and recently released one for Skyrim. Either way, looking at some of the images, it looks like it is going to have its own custom house that looks fairly small, but having a new house in Fallout 4 should be pretty cool. Although there are a lot of mods expanding the settlement system, house mods are, pretty rare. A lot of people forego houses in Fallout 4 just for settlements, but for those of you that do enjoy houses, it's nice to have that added in, even though it's through Creation Club. In addition, the pack in and of itself looks pretty interesting, Nuka-Cola obviously being a pretty fundamental aspect of Fallout 4. What I hope with this though is somebody actually uses these items to create a Sim Settlements pack. Or not even just necessarily this pack, but actually all the different packs in Creation Club, creating a Sim Settlements pack for that, and that would probably actually get me to use these in my settlements. But for those of you who like building a little bit more than me, it's definitely going to be a cool one, and the past Creation Club workshop pack we got was probably one of the best bargains we've had thus far in Creation Club. And then one that I think a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy and that I think looks the most promising is going to be Captain Cosmos. So the description of this one also is pretty interesting. It says, in space, no one could hear terrible acting. Venture onto the set of the old Captain Cosmos TV show and obtain a unique weapon, outfit, and set of power armor that would make any space cadet proud. In the images of this one, you could actually see all of these, and it's interesting how they're actually doing a bundle this time around. Hopefully there's a somewhat decent quest to actually go and get this stuff. But so far in Creation Club, I don't think any bundle has really offered this much. Yeah, there are power armors. Yeah, there is occasionally an outfit and the weapon. In the Tunnel Snakes one, we got that. But it seems like all three of these individual items are going to have customizability and a lot of interest behind them, and that looks really promising. Of course, you can see the different paint jobs on the the power armor, and just in general, I think that power armor looks pretty cool. It looks quite distinctively different than the vanilla options and even a lot of the mod options. It seems like it's going to have a lot of custom features, a custom jetpack, and the helmet looks very distinctive. The armors actually look fairly simple, but it kind of meshes well with everything else going on, and hopefully that weapon is going to have a nice amount of customizability. You can see some of it in that one picture, but obviously once we get it in-game, we'll really be able to tell. So all around, this actually looks pretty promising. It's interesting that Bethesda is doing this at all, like sharing with us screenshots of the upcoming releases for Creation Club. I think that's really interesting. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, I guess it does get us excited. It gets me to hype this up, and maybe some other press outlets will actually cover this, but I really do like what I'm seeing. I'm quite curious if this is going to be all that gets released, like it's just the 4 things listed in this little post here. There obviously are a bunch of other things that have been teased and leaked through the Creation Club files that we never actually got in game yet. And even some of the things that were teased all the way back at last year's E3 in the original trailer for Creation Club and on the webpage that we never got in game. When are those things coming? What is Bethesda waiting for? I imagine if they actually announce a new game, they only are going to have a few more months of real active users on Fallout before there is going to be a big drop off when they actually release their next game, which they'll hopefully do this November. At the current rate they're going, they're only going to have a few more cycles of Creation Club releases, although maybe they're going to do a big push at the beginning of summer when everyone has off from school. Either way, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. No psych fun fact today again because I'm very disorganized. I just want to get this video up, and if you guys are looking for something else to check out, I actually posted a video yesterday about how I think Fallout New California, which is going to be a big DLC sized quest mod, may only be a few weeks away from release. That one was really interesting, or you can see my last Creation Club video where I look at some of the previous releases from the program. As always, again, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.